Start the game. There we go. How do you set your title screen? You have to do it every single time you start. There might be some other trick, but if you go in here and you pick one in the movies and title, hit escape. And it starts on that one. But it always starts on Shadowbringers. Doesn't seem to be any other settings for it. Killed Nidhogg? Nice, dude. Yeah. Blue way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hard pass on the blue. I have to actually log out. I am surprised that they didn't just let you customize the colors. It would have been a really simple thing to do, I think. Like they had it in a Super Nintendo game. And I honestly don't think it would be that hard to make it here. Even though there are more and more complex menus, you could still do it very simply. I don't see any reason why not. Oh! Okay. How do you play this game? How do I want to see? How do I want to... Do I want to live? Coder overloaded. Shut up! First thing. Let's do some chocobo races. Maybe one. The problem is that I need so much GP to level up my chocobo that I can't keep up with it, and we're making 0 GP. Or MGP, it's called. Get it? Don't get it? No! The jump was too laggy. It got extra laggy, as you can tell. Normally, the controls are client-based, but here it's all server-based, which is why whenever it runs badly, it's like... This is really bad, it's usually a lot better than this. Somehow we're in first place though. Come on, come on! Got it! Oh, don't run into that! No, 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 no! Did I hit it? Not sure. Fuck, I missed. Oh, we're speeding. Honestly, this one is probably the worst one, but we had a lot of stamina compared to everyone else already. Maybe it's fine. What the fuck is happening? No, don't, I'm running. Ah, shut up, you bastard. It wasn't, Got defeated by the AI. The AI got the bonus reward. I think, am I the one that's lagging like a bitch? Not there. What about Steam? No? What's going on? I don't like when things are like this. The server's fucked up? Am I fucked up? Network is fine. Somehow we're using 4.6 megabit per second, but man, I can't even walk right now. I can't log out. There we go. I mean, if the game doesn't want to work. Starts working soon. The ping seems perfectly fine. What's the problem? Are you playing now? Are you having any issues? On the other hand, you're on a different server. But like this, it seems completely fine. The fact that that even takes time. Oh, tired. Have to rebuild a rig, bad USB stick. What? Does the USB stick have to do with the rig? I see. Game literally doesn't work. Lagging and disconnecting. Oh no. Maybe if we switch to the Stormblood title screen. I have. There's no problem there. Here's my speed test right now. Seems fine. I have not ran that specific ping, but I have pinged the Final Fantasy servers. Fine. What am I even pinging? What's 4.2.2.2? That's not Google. Or is it? Let's get the game server IP here. Where is it? Key connections. Again, might be a different IP here. It was. $180 ping. But now it seems okay. Did you just fix yourself? Fine. I guess. Let's try it. Ah, Robin. Precisely the man I wish to see. I have something in my care for you. An invitation to a fighting tournament to be held at the Colosseum. Not just any tournament, mind you, but the prestigious Ul Cup, founded by His Royal Majesty Sasagan ul Sisika, first Sultan of Ul'dah. It is nigh as old as the nation itself. Lest you wonder why you are unfamiliar with so old and prestigious a tournament, it's because it has not been held in generations. At the Sultana's behest it has been revived, and she now extends an invitation to Eorzea's finest swordsmen. It stands to reason that your name would appear among this exalted company, and doubt not but that her grace shall be pleased with your participation. So can we expect you to fight in the tournament? Wonderful! By witnessing you in combat, I dare say all of us Sultans, well, both fresh recruits and veterans alike, stand to gain something in our duty to protect. The champion will be awarded a tome, said to hold the secret techniques of the first captain of Sultan's War. With such an enticing prize on offer, no small number of invitees have already confirmed their participation, I myself included. You should confirm yours as well, by making yourself known. The tournament registrar on the Royal Promenade. Yes, I am a paladin. Let's go enjoy some blood sports, dude. Oh yeah. Oh, I lost all energy when this, just because of this minor. Greetings to you, good sir. You are come to enter the Ul Cup. Your invitation, if you would be so kind. Yes, everything appears to be in order. On behalf of the committee, I bid you welcome to the tournament. Wait, you're participating too? To think that I might have a chance to cross swords with a fabled hero such as you. The tournament cannot begin soon enough. Needn't wait long, for the opening ceremony will begin any time now. I am told that a number of participants have already gathered before the Gladiators Guild. Perhaps you might like to join them. Maybe? Robin, it's good to see you. Am I correct in assuming that you are participating in the tournament? Wonderful. Although I still am, I also received an invitation. Captain Genlin's work, I suspect. But I know that I do not intend to simply make up the numbers. Since last we met, I have trained without cease. Such improvements I have made. I hope to demonstrate to you in a rematch. Guy from the Heavensward storyline. Black Lotus. You got business with me? Too bad. I've got none with you. Leave me be and find someone else to bother. Like Milla. You're gonna fight in the tournament? You look pretty strong, but it's Black Altus that's gonna win. That's Lotus. Black Lotus. Yeah, what he said. He's the strongest, and he always protects me. If you fight him, you better watch out. Lotus is the strongest. If you fight him, you better watch out. Alright, scrubby stripwing. Hello, Oween. Ah, Robin. Have you spoken with the captain? He is holding on to your invitation. Already entered? Marvelous. We're all looking forward to witnessing your skill at arms. And if the gods are good, I shall witness them up close and personal. Ah, Robin, a pleasure as always. Are you perchance entering the tournament? Well then, this has become infinitely more interesting. Lest you wonder, I am joining the field as a representative of the Temple Knights. For the honor of our order, I have every intention of winning. Do not hold back, my friend, because neither will I. Hi, what can I do for you this most beauteous of evenings? Shall I sign your flyer with my mark, perhaps? Once. A contestant? Really? Well then, you would do well to pray you are not drawn against me. Before my beauteous skills, your defeat is all but assured. Oh, Milla, you wanna go on a date? Well, if it isn't Robin. That you would visit us at this juncture could only mean one thing. You're entering the Ulka. Good, good. You are one of our very best, and it pleases me to see you continue seeking new challenges. And mark my word, this will be a challenge the likes of which you have never experienced. This tournament brings together the realm's finest. If you are to rise above them, nothing less than complete preparation will suffice. Speaking of preparation, have you been appraised of the rules? No? Then allow me to explain. The tournament is elimination. You lose, you go home. You win, you advance to the next match. And on it goes until a champion emerges. Combatants are initially divided into two groups, Nald and Thal. Sounds fancy, but they're simply labels given on to two branches of the tournament tree. Look, Robin, one of your potential opponents. Knowing is half the battle, and you do well to learn all you can of the competition. Oh dear, is it that time already? The opening ceremony is about to commence. Shall we then? Sure, where's the Colosseum? Ladies and gentlemen, today I bid you welcome to the Colosseum for a truly special event. To introduce it gives me great pleasure to call upon Her Royal Majesty, Nanamu Ul Namo. Generations ago, my ancestor Sasagan Ul Sisigan founded a tournament to celebrate the skill of our nation's finest swordsmen. 100 years have passed since it was last held. By this declaration, I do hereby revive the Ul Cup. Let it be known that all proceeds from this event shall go towards our continuing refugee relief efforts. My dear combatants, my fellow citizens and I look forward to an inspiring performance from all of you. May Nalthal give strength to your sword arms. Thank you, Your Grace. Next, I would invite Master Adrian, Colosseum columnists for the Mithril Eye, to share some insights into our combatants. What are your impressions of the field, Adrian? Well, dour. I'd say it is as diverse a field as I've seen on the Blood Sands. In addition to everyone's favorite gladiators and your friendly neighborhood Sultan's War, we have a Nishgardian knight as well as an acclaimed adventurer. Truly a colorful cast of characters, all of whom bring their unique take on swordplay. With such an eclectic mix of fighting styles clashing, would you say that we're in for a veritable treat for the senses? All my other sticks are tiny and old. They're all USB sticks? Did you get a new stick? Well, that's a shame. $8? Yeah, USB sticks are basically free. I bought like an 8GB one or something. It was like $2. Yes, I would, Dow. At this stage, it's anyone's guess who will claim the title. But one thing is certain. When the match bell rings, you cannot afford to bat your eyelids. Keep watching this space, for the preliminary rounds are about to begin. What space? There's no TV. You're like literally talking to some guy standing in front of you. Could pull my PC apart and add the drive to it, but it's too annoying. Yeah. The next Paladin quest will be available from Milla upon reaching level 63. Okay. E-Sata? I don't even know what that is. Oh, external. I don't think I've ever had a motherboard with that. But then again, nothing I've really looked for either. Let's do the roulette here first. We're gonna need that very soon. You there! Ah, you! Have you seen a bumbling clod of an Aurora? A new recruit I ordered to patrol the northern edge of Anokoro. He is late in returning. Strange boy he was, quiet and brooding, reluctant to speak unless spoken to first. Better that than a fool who never holds his tongue, perhaps. Much as I would enjoy dragging him back by the ear, I cannot. Duty compels me to remain. You, on the other hand, have no such obligations. True. Are you losing a lot of money from the rig being down? I don't know how much one rig is worth. Nah. You cast about for the Confederate recruit, but you see no one matching his description. I wish I could make 118 bucks a day. If I get it set up right, I can get it doing Cortex like the other Nvidia one. Find no one here either. No one here either. Over here. There. No? There. No? We cast about for the Confederate recruit, and at last spy a young Ori man, lurking behind the rocks to the west. Oh, brother? Who are you? You do not look like a man of the Confederacy. Forgive me. 'Twas but yesterday we bid farewell to one of our own. and I worried that she might have lost her way. We laid her to rest in a boat and pushed her out till the current claimed it, for the sea is our home, now and ever after. But those sent thither with burdened hearts may drift back to shore, it is said. Out of concern for her comrades, we strove to earn far more than her keep. She hunted rare and deadly game in treacherous waters and lost her life for it. But my vigil is ended. Her vessel has not returned to Onokoro. She has made peace with this life and placed faith in us to live on. That. $70 a day. Pretty good. So, what of my recruit? Did you find him napping on the beach or some such? What? All this time he was standing watch for the funerary vessel. Huh. Though rarely does he give voice to his thoughts, I had no idea our comrade's death had affected him so. Too quick was I to judge him. It is good that you went in my stead, else I might have misspoken and made a fool of myself. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Thanks. Gave me nothing. You strike me as a strong and capable individual. I have a job for you, Westerner, if you are courageous as well. On the beach far to the west lies the carcass of a gyuki, feathered with arrows. I would have you go and retrieve those which may still be of use. While you're about it, I should be glad if you were to butcher its tail for meat. Very good meat is gyuki tails, you know. But I did say you would need to be a courageous sort, and I meant it. The beast was young. Do not be surprised if an angry mother mourns its child. That's monsters. Dungeon time! Oh, part member has withdrawn, never mind. Oh, dungeon time! Anti-tower. Kind of slow dungeon, I think. I keep getting paralyzed? Cozy Blizzard outside? That's nice. We only have a little bit of a flaw, to be honest. Ziggy Super Beam time. Ziggy, Ziggy, Ziggy. Yes, very Super Beam time. Sometimes when you have really aggressive range DPS, you just have to pop for what is it called? Circular Scorn. Just so you keep the aggro while you're running. Nothing is more annoying than losing the aggro while you're running. Oh my god. We're not going to get enough XP though. We're gonna have to do another one after this. I was just hoping to get tank needed in the queue. Get a little bit more. Not that it's really much. Right blade in. Nice. Oh, it's called Spore. What is it called? Spore Slash. Sporing Blade. That's the goal. Getting 2 Goring Blades in every single time I use. Yeah, damage up thing. Well, let me accommodate. Accommodate. I don't know if we have any weeklies left. I don't know when they reset. Yeah, we haven't done them. Which means you have to vote. Because voting gives you XP after you vote enough times. Leveling roulette. Howling you. Did you make some bread today? No, I made it yesterday. I have. That was a pretty long time ago. I think I managed to make like one decent one. I'll probably make a sourdough starter soon. But I've been working on this one recipe for a while. And I just want to like start to get that to work decently. So I can kind of understand how to make bread. Next, I kind of want to use the same one I'm using, but add milk or eggs or something like that. Make it softer. Because it gets a bit like rubbery. No heart attacks giving me diarrhea. Dragoons do have a reason. Right then. Maybe we can stop pinging. Useful. Who do you do? Oh, I am like this close to not having the energy to stream today. Fuck. Oh. How did you die? How can you possibly die here? Must have gotten like lion's breath on him or something. No, I don't get it. How did he die? You know, if New World wasn't such an obvious dogshit game, I would probably have tried that a little bit. There's just... like, no matter what you think of this game right now, from watching me play all the fucking story, is by far the best MMO on the market. It's not even close. Come on. Are you running? Oh, then I can't help you. stand there. Oh. Crap. Have you ever had mulled wine? I don't know. Maybe. It's that thing where I don't know what it is in Swedish, so I could. We have something we call glögg, which might be that. So maybe. Direct equivalent? Well, then I have. In fact, I was planning on maybe buying some gore. What's the closest I came to keeping a red wine down? Does it count as a red wine? Very, very dark. That's all I'd say about the color. But it depends highly on the glögg. For the mulled wine as well. We typically heat it and put some raisins in it, at least my mom and I do. Like you put a little bit of raisins in the bottom and you put it in the microwave or on the stove. I don't ever drink it cold. I only ever drink it heated. It's a typical Christmas thing here. They bring it out in the stores for Christmas. Gallons of eggnog. That's not a thing here. At least not up north. Maybe with the city fruits. Get some eggnog. Here we drink aquavit. I don't know if my dad buys aquavit. There's a Finnish liquor he buys all the time, or every Christmas. It's like licorice. 1, 2. Oh, that guy. He hasn't learned yet. The Dragoon backflip is ridiculously bad. You shouldn't use it to avoid anything, really. I honestly don't know why it's a thing. Why they even have it. Because it sucks. The thing about it is that you can backflip, but odds are you're gonna like backflip out of the map or you're gonna backflip into something. But more than that, and more importantly, you don't count as having moved until the entire flip is done flipping. Which is terrible. But it's like worse than moving on your own. It's cooler though, way cooler. You have been away for some time, perhaps in search of a young Yuki court. Yes, and I also did some lobby dungeons and, you know. I see. I did not misjudge you. Thank you for your help. Whether I could have tended to my own kid, but such is life. A pity the meat is not as delicious as it is nutritious. Under normal circumstances, we would not bother hunting Yuki as game. But as you may have heard, these are not normal circumstances. Arrows too must be reused when possible. A prudent measure becomes necessary. Alas, with every passing day our future grows more uncertain. But this day we have full bellies, and in that we must take solace. And wayward travelers need not risk the ire of vengeful Yuki by wandering near my neglected kill. A strange sigh passes your lips. Have I said something odd? No matter. Thank you again for your aid. Welcome for the aids. Wish they'd take little solace. Yeah. I wish they would take the other little solace. Kami, take me. What kind of pirate cannot suffer the sway of the ocean? Huh? A new recruit from far-flung shores. Listen well, I have a task for you. Go first to Alkum below and receive of him medicine for men of the earth. Then to Quickscape Pier and hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. And the hapless Doman bemoaning his wretched fate. Quickly! Come at the behest of Afumi for medicine. My very best is yours for the taking. How pitiful the lot of this Doman, unable to stomach the sea. A true confederate could raid a dozen ships while in his cups. Mayhap this one should return whence he came. Mayhap. When do you get the laser beam? Next level. Why does it shift and shudder still? Medicines. Give them here. They may look down on me for resorting to such measures, but I would do aught to render the world stable and motionless once more. You are kind, as is Afumi. You may tell her that I will return to my duties as soon as I am able. The Daemon was raised in the mountains of his homeland. The first time he saw the sea was after he fled his homeland and came to us. He tosses and turns in his sleep, and when he takes to the water, it's not long before he can no longer stand. But he will grow accustomed to this life. He is hardly the first, after all. The captain too was once of Daemon. Though he cast all aside 25 years ago, when the Imperials took his lands, and the lives of his parents and brothers. Perhaps you too will renounce your ties and join us someday. I mistook you for a recruit before, but I know your tale now. Tansui unfolded all. Think on my offer, Westerner. You may find small joys in the land, but the sea holds salvation. You've been busy, haven't you? And now you're here to ask if I need help with anything. Huh, now that you mention it. Lately we've had trouble with ravenous sharks that have been leaping out of the water and making off with our fish. Damnedest thing, I know, but you wouldn't doubt it if you saw it. We've got to cull the thieving bastards regularly. So happens I sent 3 of my mates out there before you came along. Still, the more the merrier. If you can kill 2 or so, that ought to be enough. Take a few of those rotting fish as bait. I'll not be needing them. Oh, and maybe see if you can't find the other group. They've been away longer than I like. Aggressive shark that flies. Running back down to the broom. Well, before you are level 70, you're not even halfway. Level 70 is halfway-ish, maybe like 40%. I don't know. 40 or 60, I'm not sure which one took longer. I think post-game is longer than the base game. Kind of. They're pretty equal. But the beginning is the longest. Like the level 60 to 61 quests. There are like 3 times more of those. After that, it's pretty equal how many quests are on each level. There may be like like 10 quests between 62 and 63, 10 between 64 to 65 on both of those levels. Oh, Kami be praised. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. My partners and I got separated when we fled. You haven't seen them, have you? Damn. Before the Kojin started chasing us, their leader asked us if we were Dome. They're Yotsu's catchers, I know it. First it's Ari and now this. I've got to tell Rasho and the others. Elise's stones. Oh no. Man, I need to name my Apus. They don't have any names. Ah, there you are, Robin. I heard you went shark hunting. We too did our fair share of beast culling, though I think Lise made a stronger impression when she bested a drunken pirate in a sparring match. Fastest knockout to date, I'm told. Mine are meticulous. Mine are named E3284B underscore BC3GF dot Jeffif. I should like to think we have proven ourselves to be rather... Why do I get the feeling you have something important to tell me? Yeah, I absolutely hate it. Kojin mercenaries rounding up Doman Confederates. Surely Yotsu has crossed the line. We must go and speak with Rasho immediately. Even he cannot deny this changes everything. At least, I should like to think that he can. I don't know how it is when you use normal Twitter, but like when you're using TweetDeck and you save a picture, it always does Jafif now. I think it's starting to do that on Google too. But then when you go to post an image, Jafif isn't in the list of file formats. So you have to go and pick all every single time. It's so dumb. Hello, Mr. Morgan. How's it going?
Our most compassionate acquaintances return. For your deeds, we owe you many thanks. But something tells me our thanks are not sufficient. The strange thing is, I was certain you understood our position. And yet here you are with that same look in your eyes, and those same words upon your lips, I'll wager.
I speak only the truth. The Confederacy will not be spared Yotsu's wrath. You have always known this, that one day you would have no choice but to stand up to the Empire. I say to you that day is today, and come once more to ask that you join us in the fight.
How convenient that recent events should lend such credence to your claims. Tell me, do death and destruction always follow in your wake?
They had no part in it, Tansui. You know this. We all know this. They came and took our Doman brothers. They will torture them for her sport. Murder them for her satisfaction. So we attack and get butchered for our trouble, or do naught and let them have their pound of flesh.
No, you don't get it. They all have generic faces.
If this be our choice, I say we suffer the ignominy. We endure. We survive. There is no better path.
It's just that the Hure faces are terrible. Like, they are so bad. That's why I'm playing a Catboy. Like, I was playing a Hure normally, but their faces are all horrible. Like, every single Hure in the game looks like shit. At least the Midlanders. The Midlander male is the worst model in the entire game, by far.
Until the day our enemy is grown weaker and we stronger, there can be no retribution. We will wait for a sign. Such is the judgment of the Confederacy.
So that's it then. You're just going to abandon them to her. They'd die for you, you know, for the Confederacy. They would die for you, but you wouldn't even think to risk your lives for theirs.
The female models are all fine. It's just the Hure male that's dog shit.
I have one last idea, if you will allow. I'm afraid it's not very good as ideas go. It's exceedingly reckless, in fact, and you may well come to despise me for ever having suggested it. Assuming we survive, that is. The question being, do you trust me?
Of course not. Alphino and Minfilia. I think Minfilia might be custom. I'm not sure. Alphino and Alice, custom, yes. But the others aren't. Like, I think you can do a Thancred. You can make Sid. Like Urion J, like Yestola, all of them. They all have... Yeah, Raban. I don't know. Raban might be unique. But I don't know. Most have just the normal faces you can pick. Raban is a Highlander. A Hure Highlander. Like you. I think he might be unique. But, what's his face? Captain Ilberd. He also has a generic face, I think. Do you even need to ask? Of course, I trust you, my wife. My 16-year-old elf wife.
We can't stand by and let innocent people suffer, here or anywhere else. I'll do whatever it takes.
Then let us roll the dice. If it's a sign you want, we shall give you one. One rousing enough to make you drive every Garlean out of Isari without a second thought. You are wary of invoking the ire of the Imperial forces stationed in Doma, correct? Know then that once we have rescued our comrade and freed Isari, we mean to liberate the nation as a whole. You will doubtless require assurances that we are capable of achieving this, and that is only fair. Accordingly, we shall demonstrate our seriousness by depriving the Garleans of a key ally, the Kojin.
What, the three of you, just like that?
Just like that. I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude.
Actually, my esteemed colleague here will attend to it on his own. But the how of it is not your concern, only the outcome. If we succeed, you help us liberate Isari. If we fail, you lose nothing. A simple enough wager, if you have the stones for it.
The little miss does make it hard to refuse, does she not?
Words are air. We will weigh you by your deeds.
Alright. We're on level 62 now. Once we get to level 63, there's not gonna be a lot more quests. Hopefully it lasts the night. So, alone you deal with the Kojin. If you are set upon this course, I shall give you a word of advice. Two factions have the Kojin. The mercenaries who serve the Empire belong to the Red. Those who belong to the Blue are the traitors. You have made no pact with the Imperials, and so may be willing to aid your cause. 70s? I don't think so. 63. Seek the Blue on the Isle of Becco. There you will find a cave. The rest is up to you. Thank you, Captain. Oh yeah, I did. I think I did say 70 for Heavensward. No, it's 60. But I'm talking about the quests. Because the final Heavensward quest is 60. Thank you, Captain. We shall endeavor not to keep you waiting over long for your son. Right then, let us head for... Wait, where's Lise? We cannot leave without her. Oh, where is he? Stupid woman! Huh? Robin? What is it? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wander off. I just wanted to have a think. You can do that. You're worried we won't be able to live up to our promises. No, it's not that at all. If anything, I'm frustrated that I didn't think of it first. Ida and my father had a way with words. They knew how to inspire people, how to bring them together. I always hoped I might have something of that in me too, but I'm starting to think I don't. What am I even doing here? Please, you... Gods, listen to me. I don't know where that came from. Forget I said anything. We have places to go, Imperials to fight, and friends to save. And we're not going to get any of it done by standing around here moaning, right? Right? No, we can solve it by standing here and moaning. Let's hear some moans. Before we first traveled to Girabania, I was in Limsa Lominsa, visiting a friend. A young child who had been through a great deal. Here nor there, I suppose. Anyway, on the way back, I passed a patisserie, which sold some of the most exquisite-looking tarts I had ever seen. I've always preferred cookies, to be honest, but nevertheless I decided to stop and try one. I'll treat you to one when all this is over. Robin too, and I won't take no for an answer. No! But what about Y'shtola? We'd never hear the end of it. Alright. Y'shtola too, once she's better. Deal? Good. Then let's hurry, shall we? We have a million things to do before then. Oh, I thought she was making a point. She wasn't. The Isle of Becco. I think you have to swim there. First time you're here. You can't just fly, because you still can't fly. Luckily, this is New Game Plus. Ooh. Tummy. I think this is the Isle of Becco, though to be honest, it looks the same to me as however many other islands around here. Rasho said there was a cave that would lead us to their village. We should search further inland. Okay. What?
Is that light I see up ahead?
Mine or yours? Yours? Well. Better get to troubleshooting.
We appear to be standing inside a giant bubble. By the 12. I think we're on the seabed.
Well, well, I thought I heard familiar voices.
Hey! Raphael!
Thoroban, what are you doing here?
You guys bring any pizza?
What a curious question. I live here.
Then this is the home of the Blue Kojin.
Just so. I bid you welcome to Tamamizu.
See, this is why I think people really don't like Stormblood when they get there. Because you have just been doing a bunch of like really big fights and stuff in Heavensward, and it ends with the big cutscene with Omega and shit. And then you just start doing this, and it's exactly like in the beginning of Heavensward. You're just going around to some village, and they're like, "Hi, we live in this village," and you're like, "Wow, cool." And then you talk to the guys in the village, and then you like go to the next village, and they're like, "Whoa, hey, we like it. We live in this village." And you're like, "Ooh, shit, you guys live here? Damn." Then you talk to them a little bit. Like, it's just... How fortunate that we should find a familiar face in this place. We should tell Soroban about our situation. If anyone here can help us, it's him. And it's this stretch, I think. Because in the beginning, it's a bit better, because you... Like, you have the fight with... what's his face? I don't remember what it's called. The prince. The Empire Prince. Xenos. You fight with that thing. And everyone dies. And then it's just this really long time. So, tell me, my friends, what strange tides bear you to our home? That is indeed a most dire predicament. But perhaps an opportunity for us to craft yet another profitable arrangement. Very well, I shall introduce you to our leader. Bunchin, It will be up to you, however, to present your case. Bungie. Chin Chin. Ha. Means penis.
Welcome, guests. Gratitude to you for aiding Soroban in his negotiations.
We thank you for your hospitality, honored elder. Pray forgive me my brevity, but I wish to discuss an urgent matter.
So,
Yeah.
you seek to compel our Red Brothers to forego hostilities for a time.
That's right. We know your two clans have your differences, but what with you being brothers and all, we thought you might be able to share some secret knowledge or something?
From far above, you have journeyed here in search of our wisdom. You shall have it. All creation is a tapestry, through which the divine is interwoven. Kami are legion, and they can be found in the great and the small. Though they come and go as they please, they favor certain vessels. The ancient, the precious, the exquisite. We Kojin covet these vessels, these treasures. We go forth and bring them home to keep them safe and bask in their divinity. They bring prosperity and joy to us and our children. Yet, how are we to seek these treasures above if we made enemies of the Garlean Empire, powerful and far-reaching as they are? Wiser to join with them. So resolved the Red Kojin.
Cautiously and carefully, for the Garleans are blind to the divine, nor will they suffer their subjects to see. So the Red masquerade as mercenaries who seek money and power and never speak of their faith in the presence of their masters. To honor the divine, they deny it. A twisted and misguided path.
Aye, aye. Kami will not abide such foolishness. This they shall learn to their sorrow. While our Red Brothers live by the sword, we Blue Kojin uphold the old ways, engaging in trade and valuing peace. Alas, men distinguish not between our clans, and judgment for the doings of the Red falls unjustly upon the Blue. Thus do men grow more and more reluctant to deal with us, denying us our treasures. This cannot continue.
The translation is kind of weird. I wonder how it is in Japanese, if they're just called Ao. Because Ao means blue. But historically, Ao also meant green. Like green and blue were the same color. And then after some time, they separated them and started using Midori, which means green. Which is also why in Japan they don't say that the green is like it's a green light. They say it's a blue light at a traffic stop. I mean, they also have blue lights there, I think. But that's what my Japanese teacher told me. And she was Japanese. Very, very Japanese. And this is actually pretty common in cultures around the world, to not distinguish between green and blue as separate colors, but more like a shade of blue.
On that point, we are in agreement. You are willing to aid our cause, then?
Which is why they're green, but they call themselves blue.
There is a way that the red may be driven to retreat into their shells. But to share with you this knowledge is to reveal secrets of the divine. Assurances must first be had, trust forged, a bargain struck.
Well said, Elder. In great crises is great profit to be had.
Delight not overmuch in such things, Sodoban. Now, tell our guests what must be done.
As you wish.
Well, I've no idea what we've gotten ourselves into, but so far so good, right?
Listen well, my friends. We require your assistance with the search for a priceless treasure, the Yasaki no Magatama. This jewel, this most sacred of Kojin relics, was in the possession of Hingashi, until they decided to present it to the Garleans in a gesture of conciliation. The Red would not abide this, and so they plotted to seize the vessel bearing it to their imperial masters. Alas, though they succeeded in the ensuing chaos, the Magatama was lost to the sea. We wish to recover the sacred jewel before our brothers. However, were we to come into conflict with them, it would be problematic. Therefore, we turn to you. So you want us to search the ocean floor for this treasure of yours. I'm not sure how we're supposed to do that without, Drowning? Fear not, but there is a ritual I can perform to imbue your bodies with a powerful blessing. But first you must prepare offerings for the sea. I require twisted ruby coral, several fist-sized sea snail shells, and a freshly harvested unkui carapace. That's quite the shopping list. I will see to the shells and Lise can look for the coral. Robin, would you go and find an unkyu and relieve it of its carapace? I'm going to kill the unkyu. The vault. Yeah, I would say that's like 60%. Or 60% through 3.0. And then you need to do 3.125. Oh, no, we can't swim yet. Never mind. We go and kill the unkyu. 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 However you want to pronounce that. I don't know. Wait, unkyu. We just need to kill one unkyu. Oh, yeah, never mind, we're killing two unkyus. No, I don't know what an unkyu is. I'm gonna raid the Elf Pope. Well, not quite yet. Well, have you the Unkiu Carapace? Oh, hail how splendid they are! The kami shall be most pleased. I am sure. I got it. I got the ruby coral you wanted. And I the sea snail shells. They're about the size of my fist, though I realize now you may have meant yours. These shall more than suffice for our purpose. Next we must make ready to present them to the sea and perform the ritual. Once it has been completed, you will be able to move freely through the depths and find the Yasakani no Magatama. Out of curiosity, how large is this sacred jewel of yours? Unless it's far too large to be carried by the three of us, how are we supposed to even find it? The Ruby Sea is not exactly small. Ha 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 ha! Surely you realize we have been searching this whole time. The area we wished you to explore is but a small fraction of the Ruby Sea. Already have we scoured most of the seabed near and within our territory. To no avail, all that remains is a region to the west. The Shellless of Suinot Sato can provide you with better guidance than we. You would do well to visit them first. Shellless? You mean the Kojin aren't the only ones living under the sea? Of course not! The Rain have been here as long as I can remember. Chiosai, the Overseer, I believe, can tell you more when you arrive. But we are getting ahead of ourselves. We have yet to carry out the ritual. Are you ready, my friends, to explore a world unlike any you have ever known? Then let us go to western part of the village, where the water twists and turns, and there complete our preparations for the ritual. Okay. He dove into the water a moment ago and said to wait here until he returned.
It is done. Your offerings have been given to the sea.
Oh.
The ritual can begin at last. Come and stand before me, my friends.
Do I have to eat any snails or something?
Yes, yes. Listen to my words, and let all else wash away. Listen to my words, and feel them flow into your heart. At first a trickle, then a flood.
I don't want to recolor my armor.
Army of the fathomless waters of the fallen, the ascended, the flowing, and the becalmed, caretakers of the shallows and of the depths. Receive of us our meager offerings, cleanse these ones of earth and stone, and grant them your blessing, that they might drink deep of the divine. The ritual is complete, my friends. You may now breathe in the depths as you would upon land.
Where's Martin? I don't know. Oh yeah, no.
Strange.
We should
I
be
don't
back
feel
though.
different.
He was eating
Are you sure it
dinner with
hurt?
his grandma.
Reasonably. The blessing does have its limits, of course. While it will allow you to dwell in the depths, it will not help you traverse them.
I can swim well enough. How about you, Alize?
Oh, like a fish.
in contrast to my doggy-paddling brother. Somehow, the boy just isn't very buoyant.
Skilled or no, your bodies are ill-suited to the sea. Your cause demands alacrity, and you shall have it. But first, let us take to the water.
And I wanted to do that kind of like, or I did that kind of, pretty much exactly that angle, like a from below twisted angle for kind of a dramatic action shot when we were doing film class in school. And my friends were so angry. They were like, this is so dumb, this is terrible, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I was, every single time I have been shit on in my life, it was because I was right, and I did the right thing. Kind of like when I say that Skyrim is dog shit, and everyone gets like super mad at me. And they're like, you should kill yourself. Stuff like that. That's what you guys say all the time to me.
Incredible. I could swear I was breathing air.
Now I shall summon for you noble steeds of great strength.
Oh, sweet.
Wow, look at them! I bet they could take us all the way to the deepest depths of the sea.
And so they may. After we've won over the Confederacy, rescued Gosetsu, and liberated your respective homelands.
Yeah, Gosetsu is still just being tortured in the tavern. While we're doing all
Should
this
you
bullshit.
become parted from your steeds, return to me, and I shall call them again. Take care, my friends, and may the Kami speed you on your way.
We'll find that treasure in no time, come on!
Owing to Soroban's blessing, you may now dive into deep water and stay submerged indefinitely. Underwater settlements like Tamamisu and Suinasato can be accessed via circular portals. To leave the deep waters, you need only swim towards the surface. Conversely, to dive into deep waters while swimming on the surface, press B. Should you become separated from your steed, speak with Soroban in Tamamisu to mount a striped ray. Or just summon your chocobo and just make. Yeah. This must be Suinosato, the rain village Soroban told us about. Right then, let us see if they can't help us find the Kojin's missing jewel. Ryan. Oh, they're all alright. We may now perform underwater emotes. Super cool, dude. If this is Suinosato, then Shiosai, the Overseer, should be around here somewhere. I dare say one of the locals will be able to point us in his direction. Though now that I look around, I get the distinct impression we are not welcome here. Cool, dude. I found him. So, this is our man? Leave this place and never return. We have no need of wide-eyed wanderers. Sorry, I didn't mean to stare. My name's Lise, and these are my friends, Robin and Alice. We're looking for the Overseer of Suino Sato. Shiosai, that's you, isn't it? The Kojin of the Blue sent you hither, did they? I am no Overseer, nor ever would I claim to be one. I am High Priest of Shisui of the Violet Tides, Shiosai. So you are the man we're looking for. Great, we need your help. We're looking for this jewel called the Yasaki no... Stop, I will hear no more. We will suffer no outside troubles in our sanctuary, especially those of would-be treasure hunters. Chirp, chirp! Hey, bro. Quiet, Isobe, or there will be no dango for dinner. I can do naught to aid you. I say to you again, leave this place and never return. At the very least, sir, you might condescend to tell us of your village, and of why you are so loath to show us even the most basic courtesy. Suino Sato is our sanctuary, under the benevolent leadership of the Ruby Princess, sovereign of Shisui. We Ryan enjoy humble yet fulfilling lives, but it was not always so. Long ago, our forebears were driven from their ancestral lands. Beneath the waters, they sought refuge from the ravages of war, and here they flourished. All that we are, our culture, our traditions, was born of the sea, as was I. Though we have engaged others in diplomacy, it has ever been with the utmost caution. Isolation and independence are essential to preserving our way of life. So it was when Doma fell 25 years past. The Ruby Princess, in her wisdom, decreed that we would take no part. As it was, so ever shall it be. Forever and ever apart. Forgive me. I understand now how highly you value your way of life, and how you will suffer none to endanger it. You may be assured that we have no desire to do so, and I would hope that we have given you no cause to assume otherwise. You have not, but this changes nothing. Regardless of your intentions, it is not my place to break with tradition. I must consider the wishes of all who call Suino Sato home. For me to defy their will and permit outsiders to remain would be a gross betrayal of my responsibilities. Please do not ask this of me. Thank you for your time, sir. Chirp, chirp! And so it continues. Another village, another deaf ear. Clearly, Girabania is not the only place with warmth. I'm starting to wonder if this was all a huge mistake. Gosetsu couldn't have known we would take this long. I only hope he's still alive. Yeah, he's dead. Meanwhile, in the Tavern of Isari.
I tire of this filthy tavern, and it's still filthier clientele.
Scant reward for your treachery, aye. A painted woman of your rich experience deserves a better class of customer.
name-calling. Is that what we've been reduced to?
Orphan of the Nayuri. Widow of Sashihai. What joy it must have brought you to be revenged upon us all.
Oh.
Not enough. Not nearly enough. My appetite for your agony is as an abyss. Bottomless. Insatiable. Before you die, you will cry and beg and prostrate yourself upon the earth. You will crawl on your belly through the muck and the piss and debase yourself for my amusement. All of you. But you think you are made of sterner stuff? Rather than have him beat you, mayhap I should have my oaf go and fetch your master's head. Oh, poor Lord Cayenne. Kami rest his soul. Noble leader of a fallen nation. A fine puppet he made for the Viceroy. For a time. 25 years he was content to serve his masters as a dog. And then everyone had to rise up and get themselves killed. Tell me, how did it feel to fail him that day? To live with the disgrace of his death? Not that you were a stranger to living with disgrace, of course. In the what was it? 25 years since you were humiliated and tossed into an imperial jail? You had plenty of time to get used to it. Oh yes, I heard the stories. About the samurai who would do anything to return to his master's side, even if it meant pledging his blade to his sworn enemy. They say he walked with death, that he slew 1,000 men in the Empire's name. Truly a tale for the poets.
I do not deny my sins, but I will not be reproached by the likes of you.
Oh, I mean not to reproach you, but to praise you. You're a survivor, samurai. Just like me. So, let us not dwell on the past, you and I, and instead give thought to the future. To wit, I would ask you again to help me resolve this vexing matter of Doma's missing heir. Living or dead, it makes no difference, really. But the Garleans are most insistent that we put this problem behind us. And I know you helped him flee. So tell me, what became of Lord Hien?
To my dismay, the details escape me at present. Mayhap your dog could jog my memory.
Get on with it, and mark me, brute. There is no limit to how far you can fall.
Of all the bloody stupid... Ah! When I get back to Eorzea, I'm gonna find that little shite, and I'm gonna make him pay.
We seem to have reached an impasse, and to make matters worse, every solution I can think of will only take more time. I don't suppose you have any ideas, do you, Robin? We find some red Kojin and encourage them to talk. The thought of administering a little encouragement does have its appeal, but I would need to be convinced that the Red Kojin knew anything before resorting to violence. You are the ones who came from above, yes? If we could have a moment of your time. Mine apologies. I did not mean to startle you. My name is Ihanami, and this is my wife, Yunagi. We were wondering, have you any news from Doma? If so, we would very much like to hear it. May I ask why? If you must. Our daughter fought in the rebellion. We have heard naught from her since. It would be too much to hope that you know of her, but her name is Yugiri. Yeah, I know her. I banged her. Tommy be praised. She lives. She lives. We're looking for her too, actually. I'm sure she's alright. We had no idea she hailed from Suina Sato. How did she come to serve Doma as a shinobi? It all began when she was a little girl. She and another child crept out of the village, having grown curious about the outside world. To Doma they went, where they met a young boy, a proud son of Yangshan. His tales of imperial oppression left a lasting impression on her. When she returned, she spoke passionately of the Doman's plight and urged us to take the boy in. My wife would not hear of it. We thought the matter closed, but she never forgot his words. She became convinced that the Garleans would one day come for us, and it was in search of the strength to defend us that she left, years later, to learn the ways of the shinobi. When the then Ruby Princess learned of this, she forbade Yugiri's return, lest she bring misfortune to us all. We protested the judgment, but there was naught we could do, and so our daughter, who wanted only to keep her people safe. Surely there's something we can do for these people? They who give her aid and succor when no other would. I am but a humble stonemason, but if it is the Yasaki no Magatama you seek, I may be of some assistance to you. The jewel is known to possess an unusual property. To the eye, it is as jade, but when bathed in a particular light, it shimmers with a divine resplendence. I have mined similar materials before. To find them, one must use these lamps. They cast an invisible light under which the stones sparkle. In the deepest depths, they are invaluable. There is a sunken ship to the east. Though the currents may have spirited away her cargo, you should begin your search there. Thank you so much. We will do just that. I hope you find that which you seek. I only wish that there was something more we could do to assist you. Know that you will be in my prayers. And when next you see our daughter, pray tell her not a day goes by that her parents and her brothers do not think of her. We will, I promise. Speak with Alice. There, Jesus. If this wreck is the self-same vessel of which Sorban spoke, then if the gods are good, the Magatama is nearby. Ready your lamp and keep your eyes open, Robin. We're going to need to take this slowly. Move too fast and we risk overlooking something. Ah. For an instant you spy a flash of light. You are getting closer. Flash is unmistakable in the dark, but you are still unable to pinpoint its exact location. Just a little closer. There! Peeping out from beneath a fine layer of sand, you spy something shimmering. Where are you? I swear, looking for a needle in a haystack would be quicker. Kosetsu will have died of old age by the time we finish. You haven't found anything, have you? This is it! The Yasakani no Magatama, exactly as Sorban described it. Ha, it would seem that our fortunes have finally changed for the better. Much as I would like to return and thank Yugiri's parents for their assistance, time is of the essence. I say we make for Tamamisu at once. Hold on to it for now, Robin. Once we arrive, present it to the Elder, and then we can finally learn how to deal with the Red Kojin. I don't think we have that much left. Might not be enough for a full evening. Unless I'm just gonna grind like 4 dungeons in a row. You are returned, and with the Yasakani no Magatama first. Yes, there is no mistake. Well done, well done. So, about the Red Kojin. You said there was a way to make them retreat into their shells. Are you ready to tell us now? I did indeed, and yes I am. For you see, divinity resides not only in material vessels, but in individuals. In laying claim to this most sacred of treasures, you have demonstrated an affinity with the divine. To treat with men and women as you is to invite fortune into our homes. Gladly will we aid your cause. All is ready, Sorban. Then give them what they require. This is a ceremonial knife of some sort. Before this blade, that which is sealed shall open, the treasure vault of the Kojin, on the Isle of Zeki. It is there that our most prized relics, be they of the red or the blue, are kept safe. Fiercely do the red guard it, for its contents are more precious than their lives. Were the vault to be attacked, the response would by necessity be immediate. Kojin would be summoned from realms around to defend their treasures. And were we to sow enough chaos, the Reds in service to the Imperials would have no choice but to answer the call as well. Giving the Confederacy the sign they've been waiting for. Without the Kojin, the Imperials don't have nearly enough troops in Isari to hold off the pirates. However, you must understand that the vault is holy ground, home to 1,000 cannon. To intrude upon it without paying the proper respects is a sacrilege we cannot condone. Discord? No. The only Discord I use is the Gibbscord. And I don't really use it much. It's a bit too autistic for me. But I have a channel there. Beware autism. So, if we were to pay the proper respects, it would be alright. Great! How do we do that again? The Yasakani no Magatama is one of the 3 most coveted treasures of the Koji. The other 2 lie within the vault. Were you to deliver the jewel onto the others, and thereby make them whole, the Kami may forgive your trespass and instead delight in your mischief-making. So, if I understand you correctly, you want us to take the sacred jewel coveted by your red brothers and deliver it to their treasure. More or less, the Yasakani no Magatama belongs on the Isle of Zeki. So long as it finds its way there, we are satisfied. The Magatama has chosen you to bear it to its brothers. Had it not, you would never have found it, as we would not be having this conversation. I shall inform the Confederacy of your plans, and bid them make ready to act when the time is right. The Isle of Zeki lies to the west of Suinosapa. Look for a cave beneath the waters. May fortune favor you in this and all other endeavors. Right then. I'm not normally in the habit of sneaking into heavily guarded treasure vaults, but if this is the only way to convince the Confederacy to act, then so be it. We should be prepared for a fight. The bigger the better. The kind where you'll wish you had 7 of your most battle-hardened friends at your side. Oh! Oh! I'm gonna give Despes the, Roll Citizen. You're a lemon now. I don't know about you two, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Me too. Let's do this. Right. Not left to say that. You nervous? Me? Nervous? Come now. I mean, it's not as though I haven't risked my life in ridiculous ways before. Well, maybe I'm a little bit. Strangest thing that. Completely out of character even. Anyway, let's go. I'll pick up all the porters. Jerk. Oh, it's not real. Assuming this is the right cave, it should lead us straight into the heart of the Isle of Sick. Have you got a plan for once we get to the isle? How about two of us get the guards' attention while the third heads straight for the vault? Afterwards, the other two join them there, and together we make a stand. With our numbers, it's not feasible to do anything more complicated, I think. Fine by me. I like simple plans. I'll be one of the decoys then. You read my mind. I also had a mind to ask Robin to be one, given his peerless martial prowess. Everything? Then it's settled. You two will make your way through the stronghold, creating as much chaos as possible. You know, have some fun. Meanwhile, I will attempt to locate the vault and gain entry with the ceremonial knife. When I'm inside, I will contact you via Linkberg. Right. Come on, Robin. We've got work to do. No, it's just a gaming server. Hibbs runs it. He's the one who is the lead for our game development project. They also run the Big Ring Bunch on YouTube. It's literally just meant to be a gaming server. That's it. The game break again. Now I have way worse ping all of a sudden. Timed out, timed out. Timed out. Alright, so let's try pinging Google. Google, no pinging issues at all. Seems to be the server. I'm gonna die. Again, can't get my Choco up. We are Chocobo up, and we're gonna die. That's very unfortunate, because we're like this far from a boss. So I'm just gonna have to wait it out. Date 24 hours. Very cool. What does this mean? Value, downscaling, and mid-level XP reset. As previously announced, patch 6.0 will be introducing measures to control the inflation of in-game values. This downscaling will result in numerical values appearing smaller than before, but will not impact overall game balance. In the 67th letter from the producer live held on Saturday 6th of November, we explained that EXP downscaling will involve overwriting the player character database. Oh, sounds spooky, dude. You guys better not fuck that up. Ideally, each character's current EXP levels will be individually assessed, adjusted, and overwritten to fit the new value scale. However, since every character has over 35 pertinent datasets, the total number of sets to be analyzed would exceed 2 billion, over 10 billion bytes of data, making case-by-case adjustment unfeasible. Instead, uniform adjustments will be implemented, which will cause any EXP accumulated between levels to be reduced to 0 for all players. We apologize for the inconvenience this may cause, and thank you for your understanding. Yeah, that's like half an hour. Who gives a shit? Values affected by downscaling. Hit points and damage dealt. Numerical values relating to battle. Smaller. Recipe progress. Cares required and earned XP. Alright, who cares? Very cool, dude. Let's just say that's not going very well. Request timed out, request timed out, request timed out, request timed out. Oh, the ping is back to normal. Let's see what we can manage. Welcome back. How was Grandma's dinner? She had forgotten. Okay. She still made dinner, but had to go do a thing, so the visit was really short. I see. I see. So right when you get back, the lag starts again. Can you go to bed again? Game is lagging. It's your fault. Come on. No, I can't play Skyrim because I don't actually own the new version. So, and it's not installed. I uninstalled that bad boy very fast. Oh, come on. Nice, dude. And now the game's gonna shut off. Being back to normal. Let's see if we can log in. I don't know. Why don't you just become gay? $40 people in queue. I wonder if a lot of people are just getting thrown out left and right. Or if they're just coming home from work, maybe. That might also be the case. As long as we can get to the actual quest to do the thing, we might be fine. Because I think the instance server is on a different server. So that one might not lag at all. It's just solid bodies? What does that mean? There are that many people? You're a sight for sore eyes. I hope Alice is alright too. Robin, please, can you hear me? I have found the vault. Head northwest. There's a passage leading deeper within. Hurry. Thankfully, I don't go there that often. Anyway. Like, it's not like World of Warcraft where you go and put things into your bank left and right and shit. You pretty much just go back there when you get forced to by a main quest. Or if you're a crafter. But I'm not a crafter. There you are. The entrance is straight ahead. Good timing, I might add. It sounds like the whole garrison is headed straight for us.
Thieves! Thieves! Come to steal our most precious treasures? You will pay for this sacrilege!
That's the spirit. Now don't be shy. I'm more than ready for another round.
Seize them!
This guy's pretty cool.
What in the world?
They really step up the trials in this game. Or in this expansion.
Who hath made us whole?
Hark! A great kami stirs. Yes, yes. A great kami of the sacred treasures. O great kami, we beseech your intercession. We who have guarded your blade and glass for generations. Your faithful Kojin.
Everything except the trees look like dog shit in Skyrim. It was I who made you whole.
Thou didst freely deliver our jewel unto thine enemy's own treasure vault? How auspicious! We do commend thee, son of man. Such audacity is deserving of celebration, exaltation, a contest of wills to mark the occasion. Let lines be drawn, let sides be chosen, and for their loyalty we shall stand with the caretakers of our greater part.
Oh, perfect. A contest of wills. Just what we need.
Hearken to us, shelled ones. Upon this day your wish shall be granted.
Oh, here comes the lag again.
Curse neither your fate nor its executor, children of man, for we are of the divine, of both heaven and earth, the ringing silence, the raging calm. All riseth.
Back to normal. Having maintenance? Well, it's not under maintenance, it's under being fucked up. Yeah, but not allowing new characters that's like all the time. If you're gonna make a Final Fantasy character, you have to do it in the middle of the night. Like that's just standard fare. Ah. No, it's back to being fucked up. You know what? I'm gonna call it. This is too annoying. It's just wasting everyone's time. My time as well. I'd rather literally just lie on my back and watch some TV. Like I can't even teleport to town. There we go. I'm not gonna sit here for an hour and hope that it starts working. We will leave them. Got that level 60 pally armor. My condolences. It's terrible. But yeah. If you go to the market board, you can see all the armors that are available. I think you can even look at the dungeon gear there, but I'm not sure. I don't think you can buy it. Maybe you can't look at it. But I'm not sure. I probably can't look at it. That's where I go whenever I hit the even 10s. I just go there and check what you can buy. At least for the chest armor, so you can glamour it properly. But since it doesn't want to work, like the ping is back to normal now, but it's gonna be fucked up in like 5 minutes anyway. So we're gonna stop and we'll continue tomorrow. So, short stream, unfortunately, and it was fucking terrible. But see you next time. Bye bye.